Well, yeah, down to down, and the lot, and the there was like 27 seconds, something like that. You know, I said like in the previous video, oh yeah, like in our little spot we could see like a temple bar across the way. I think not. I think it was Kingman's Wash. But if you get the meme, then you get the meme. It's kind of funny, like temple bar, like. Oh, why am I even? I'm over here still Kingman's Wash. That's like revisiting Temple Bar twice. I don't know the facts. Like if I'm gonna tell something, at least know the 100% facts, you know. That was like one of the problems when looking into conspiracies. Like what in the conspiracy? Yeah, I'll take this like with an air grain of whatever the thought. But when it's messing with your body, you know, like your equilibrium, everything like that. Like you start like having to tap into different substances. Mom, can you not do that to me? Alrighty. I just needed to get a double second dose or two. God bless you. God bless you. Ooh, yeah. Alright, let me turn on this fan. I need that after that. Jeez. I didn't mean to exactly name drop in the last video too, like dang the dude name dropping. But that'd be like as if like, oh. It's more of like a luck of the draw thing. Well, depending. No, it's more of a luck of the draw thing. No, it's not. But then I'll be thinking like, well, wait a second, hold up. Why is it more people doing this? You guys would just rather run on a different script. Would rather just run on a different tempo, different beat. Oh, some sort of wash. I mean, when you bring it back a third time, then it like becomes like, oh, he's got bars. But Grandpa was showing me on the map. He's taking me on a little tour. We were able to see the painter's pots. That's what we're able to see. Like a nice good view of the painter's pots. Boom. That's what he said. I think that's what he said. Painter's pots. Yeah, painter's pots. Yeah. It was surprising how much more we still had to go with the boat. So realistically, all right, we'll take it back to the drawing board. We got more to the story. Because it was a windy day, and you know, we're doing the best we can on this thing. I guess these things become more of like maybe it was like too fearful at the moment. The brain's trying to forget these. Don't want to be capsizing now. Liquid. Not to say we're gonna capsize, but it was swelling and windy enough to turn us around a couple times. And then Dad's just like, all right, wind's not having it. Let's just anchor up, find a spot. Because honestly, when that happens, like that's more than like going a couple, 2 steps forward and 3 back. That's like, dang. It was fun though, I won't lie. I mean, it kind of rips you. I wasn't standing up at that point, but now I know, you know. Now I know. I was having I did do a little lucid dream. I won't lie. I guess I can consider this a lucid dream. But like, how lucid is it? Like, come on now, I won't lie. I wrote in my mind, this is how you shake the magic 8 ball. It was legit though, I won't lie. It was a whole combination to it. I wonder how many people like, all right, this is the lucid dream that you ought to have. You want a little bit of taste of real freedom in the mind. But seeing something that lucid, it's almost like I've been on the ride. Breaking the ride like that is like, was that even me breaking the ride? Oh my goodness. I guess we just got back on. Boom. Thinking like, that's how it's done, huh? There's almost a little bit too much energy going on to even open up the lappy right now. I was thinking last night, taking a lap, but like taking a lap outside, I'm gonna look like a maniac to some of the neighbors. I feel like that's my internals, you know. Plus, I got the police called on me when I was exercising at the park. Oh my gosh! When I was just, it wasn't intensive either. It was just doing little cartwheels, or not cartwheel, just spins. I don't even know how to do a cartwheel. I didn't even fall down once. Like, talk about a self-sobriety test. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, what else would they be calling for? A drunk or mentally ill? I think maybe I was carrying the mix though, because I did go to well, you know, like, does that become a catch-22? I wonder. Does that become carrying in public, or like I'm on my way home? I just needed to get my reps in as well, officer. I don't know, like, you know, it's an open carrying, right? Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay. Do we need a verification? Download in the loop. I'm not on the loop. I want to see the Lake Mead and the drop off. Like, where does the stuff really drop? Because I figured out that Lake Mead is one of the, you know, deeper ones, right? I thought I figured that out. It's like over 1,000 feet deep, isn't it? Like, Lake Mead is a beast. Lake Mead is a beastie beast. Let me see here. I mean, historical depth at full capacity is 532 feet. The maximum is roughly. I thought I looked at this like at the dam, like the depth at the dam. Let me see. This one says, how does that work? This is another is that just elevation? Got it. How does that work actually though? Is that like a catch-22? When the bottom 640 feet to the bottom of the lake. So you just calculate that in between, huh? That would make sense. Bada bing, bada boom, right? It's like 400 feet. Because, you know, the 40 slaps off the 40 and the 60 slaps off 60. And you're of 1,000. 600, not 60. Yep. Yep. 532 feet at its greatest depth. That'll be like the cesspool that could. My goodness. Yo. What? Gotta keep it real here at least. Dang. Mr. Spider, I'm sorry. I didn't want you on. You're a little spider. That's just sketchy. That's like, I don't know. No. No. Okay. I've been having. No, I don't even. Should I bring it up? The beetles, the bugs. Um, there was this one. Just popped up, not random. Like it wanted to be noticed. That it wanted to be noticed there. I grabbed it. Kind of did the old pinchy maneuver. But then when looking at it, like between my fingers, it was weird. I saw the indentation of it. And I picked it up like that, but like a magic trick, it was gone. So I started to dig. Oh, ow, fudge! That was my back. I wondered. I asked, should I even talk about it? I swear. Oh my gosh. But I started to dig. I started to think real deep. Where could this beetle have gone? I possibly have dropped it. I didn't go looking for it. I didn't want to waste that much time. But I thought like a magic trick. Maybe these guys, they. I don't know. um, and then I did go to that one place. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Over in March, and there were a bunch of those beetle-like things, and there was just like it was like a daydream. Those guys, like you just had to snap out of those. I don't know. I don't know. Let me close this. Like, I ain't got much time for that right now. RuneScape's always gonna be around, right? I don't know. Come on. I was over in like, I was like this. Like, who's over in the other side of my phone, like watching me? Please. And then spectating in the mind? I don't know. Oh, my goodness. All right. The water at Lake Mead was tropical. I've never been in tropical water, but if I had to pick out tropical, Lake Mead water was tropical. And I took a dip. I tested it like a dipstick throughout. Yeah, no. That stuff was, and I don't even know what tropical temperature is again, but. Ooh, we did see a fish. I did say that, right? It did like the belly flop, like back. Boom. Dad can verify it. And I was telling him, like, as I'm paddleboarding, because it was off on the left-hand side. And as I'm paddleboarding, I'm like, my back would have been turned to that if I wasn't out here paddleboarding at least, or like, on it, I could have been on it, but you know what I'm saying. If wife, all those things like that, yeah, I know I'm saying that, like, that's a reward right there. Like, heck yeah. Because I like started to believe you're seeing a wave or a fish, you know what I'm saying? I thought that would have been the second one, but that one was close enough where that was like confirmation. That was only like 5 feet from us max. 5 feet's a lot, honestly. 6 feet. Yeah, good quarantine. I might. Yeah, I like that. I was supposed to be playing games, I think, but I got to get it all out of my system before I hop back on RuneScape. What am I even going to be skilling? Go back to mastering mixology? Honestly, like that would be quite the double back. Let's actually go and do that. Let's see what could have been. Let's do a review. You know, let's put the official on. Let's put the official on. I think the mosquitoes are out biting. If I look at this and this is a mosquito bite. Yeah, it looks new as heck. So does that. Huh. All right. It doesn't hurt like that, but it's right on my ankle. So it's got like a pinpoint. Like, ooh, I'm like thinking about. It just got me again like 2 times. I'm over here at Sir Dan too. We could let's Sir Dan it out. You know, loading in, you forget where you're at. Honestly, I didn't even know. Sir Danning it out is like we're certain we're going to be we'll just at least get back doing what we're doing. I'm not trying to bring drama, you know. And that's a whole different thing. Here, I need to, damn. Wait, it's 2 things at once. When, look at me. When you follow me, follow me. Do not knock that us. Yellow in the do not in the do good out of when we've proven we can't really multitask that well, like it's not as well as you think that like when you orchestrate something like, oh, what in the multitasking possibility, what in the construct economy. Yeah, construct economy. Let me not run away too quick. When like look into the options, where to go, what to do, don't get lost. You know, I already did, but that's right. When you give someone at least 2 options, but the answers and the questions to them, you know, they're given like with the multitask decision, like boom, 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 boom. You're gonna get whatever, and then you can break it down with like educated guess, gut decision, if you really want to break it down that far. Because I mean, what sort of multitasking are you wanting here? And with the gut decision, what are you going to call that? Just an educated guess? You know, coincidental things and you know, following your gut, that's a whole other thing. But I don't want to put it into a whole coping category. That's like an addiction. You know, like, let me keep using my gut. You use it when it's in a position to be utilized. Just like cycling, like I said, like when it's overcast, you don't need as much sunscreen, because like you know uh, like I probably didn't even need sunscreen at all, but you get what I'm saying. Like you're gonna either roll the dice with the sunscreen or roll the dice with the sunscreen. And not to just, the sun's rays, not to just, lump it up into one screen, but that's the screening you're gonna have to be doing when you're discerning. And if you think you can, I was up in the dream still. I had a whole audience around me like, this is gonna feel so real. If you think you can. Aren't you here for your actual body's high? Come on. I need that concentration to bring me down to life, and then that'll be like a whole that'll be a whole different topic. Oh my gosh, that's funny. They didn't name it concentration like the way you think, silly. No. Trying to convince someone of that. But like I said, when I start breaking down like what it is and how it's used, that'll be your battle with convincing someone, persuasion. That was a word. It was funny. That was interesting. I had done this before, but only in my head. Didn't say it out loud. But when it gets so loud like that, I got to be careful. This one was. I heard the first one I said, but persuasion, convincing someone, is that what I said? The C and then, persuasion was in the shadows. I didn't hear persuasion until I saw persuasion, but it's like seeing an owl. You don't hear that thing flying past you, but you definitely get the visual. And I'm pretty sure I had an owl fly past me one night. Like it was in the backyard. I didn't hear nothing. Thing was sketchy. Pretty sure it was looking at me. I don't know, it was weird. And I saw a rat going across the wire. That was a different night though. It was going across that wire right there. I don't know if you can see it in the background. Yeah, you can. I'm like, the wire right here. Just walking right across. A little rat in the night. That was a few years ago now. But them rats. Those are ratties. All right, what's going on? It's not charging. Sorry. Boom. Great, good. Groovy. Dude. Man. Busted. Well, I don't know what else to do. Like, what do I need to do? Like I had said, like, well, maybe it's just too fast. You're seeing words skip, but I'm making complete sentences. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's like when people tell me I talk too soft. People don't like big guys talking like extra extra bald, extra tall. Well, at least not like I talk me. My goodness, I talk. I blame the internet. Like, I don't have a problem screaming over the mic. Believe me. But then, like, you know, as time progresses, you know, like, you know, I gotta watch what I say. You know, I know, like, my emotions, my boundaries, you know, climbing up and down the decibels. Not decimals, the decibels. It is the tone scale. Is that another word for sound? Like, I'm going climbing up and down, finding different things. No. Well, of course, I just gotta keep talking. But like, what I found, like, kind of wants me to like. It makes me feel like hush mode, or like lights, camera, actions. Hopefully, I don't know. What I found? What did you find? It's the to-do list. Like writing in the lucid dream that I had. I would consider that the first real lucid dream, because I actually saw what I wanted to see, and it happened right in front of me. Like this is how you shake a magic 8-ball. But I was like constructing it on the phone. But it was like with layers, and messages were being sent quick, like I was on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like really posting. Yeah, bless. I mean, what kind of like, you know, I was definitely thinking about something in that dream. So like that's why I would consider that like that's definitely lucid. My mind was seeing visuals. I don't know what you want me to say. Obviously, I was breaking through to some reality where I was definitely like as limber as I could be in the mind. Click, 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 clackety, click, clackety, and things were being sent like da 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 da. But that's like, that's the message, that's the dream that I got, and they talk about those. No. Oh my goodness! Oh, back those gum lines back down. Pack your dry gums back. Pack your lips back up. No. But it's true though, like the dream interpretation books. I wonder when knowledge started to get like, okay, well, people want to mess around like this. We'll just make it like a lock and key sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like freedom. Like, dang, well, this is like a nice place, but the more I discover, even getting to shaking the magic 8 ball was difficult. It was a difficult little magic trick. The one of the most interesting things I've found in dreams is when you're staring at nothing, being able to create something in front of the eyes when that perspective is almost sort of already lost. It's real interesting. Almost like sometimes you'll almost be like spectating, like you're a bystander at like on a station or something. You know, like a bus stop. You're just watching things go by you. You're not exactly like going through things. You're moving by things. But also like strafing, like I said. The strafing, like I said. Ay, ay, ay. Moving, if don't ask me. I was still right there with click clackety hands. I mean that's essentially, if you think about it, well, things are, if that dream in itself, I like I said, I'll consider that lucid. That sort of broke my mind because I was seeing a phone, messages, scrolls, you know, sent things, like a group chat hanging out around me. That was that last night? Yeah, that was recouping after the lake. I couldn't sleep much last night. Oh, no, no, that's a lot. Chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. You only 39, 30 inside of it. I think a little Daru. Daru. Shut up. Had leftovers tonight. Cut up the steak, made eggs. I made some gravy and some biscuits. Steak, eggs, gravy, biscuits. That's what we have for dinner. Oh, so, I tried more of the egg salad and more of the tuna fish too, like a little bit after, like, not a little bit after, it was like 4, maybe 4:30, just like a little bit before dinner. It tasted fine, it tasted all right. I tried it right out of the dish. I didn't put it onto the paper plate, you know? Boom. I did use a spoon though. I didn't do chip into dish. I did use a spoon. And I washed it in between. But they both just tasted better. I don't know. Like whoever that was previously reviewing had different me's now's taste buds. I don't know. Isn't that messed up though? Because that was like, that's an honest review. Like, I was tasting dish rag, and I've tasted that before. Like, a Little Caesars, like if they just weren't like, you know, you know what I'm saying? But then like trying that, was it only in like I said, a chef's kiss on the rim? Go with that again. But now you guys are seeing the inner workings, the layers of might as well go with again. It is quite fitting. When you're on a cycle like this, ooh, you're waiting for the hoopy to get damning. Get damning. I've had some crazy rapid dreams, some crazy water rapid dreams, some crazy ones, ones that I don't really remember much. There was some ones where I'm on houses. Come on, there's some crazy ones. But some of them are a little bit funny though. And the visual, but you know, the emotional impact at the time. Oh my goodness. I'll be ready for something, I think. At least like, well, simulated. Like when connecting the dots, I tried to say. I was doing some mad early regression in already early regressed years. Think about the rogue like thinking like the buoyant like rogue. No. But true though, huh? It could be interesting, like, oh, potentials. Maybe I just caught like the cusp of it. I've been working on my half. There wasn't much hope unless I, that's why we play it by the ear and the book. And whatever Earth throws your way. And space. Dang. Should I go get Bing? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, it's just too funny. It's too funny for me. Well, I mean, It's not just too funny for me, but it is like, it is quite the comedy. It's special. It's just specially curated. Like Bing. Bing would be the first passed down in the family. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've flown in helicopters, but only in the dream. I don't know how that happened. It was like a rust heli. Had the wheels on the back, like the tires. And big old canisters on the side, like if it was a floater too. Should I think about strafing the boat again? Hey, I hear you. I hear y'all. Y'all not into the unlimited, not into unlimited joins. What then? So stop crossing the line so easily and eagerly, and want me to hear up. What are you thinking then, huh? Let me find out. Ooh, that makes me nice and warm right here, right in the center. Ooh, haha. I wonder, like an activator. That's no problem. We'll lie about. Imagine needing to lie about that. When I got tinglies I've never heard about. Might as well just go with what you can see. Hopefully my line wasn't getting crossed about having to stand up on the paddleboard the whole way. Because that was no like, that was a struggle for me. That was like, I had to endure like I was walking on coals. But there's water there. But the grip is so strong, there was like a Flex Seal like suction. I didn't know what else. Yeah. super glued. Flexio. And I could flex, but there was no water getting in it. They were cemented and still curing. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Abuela, for your seances. I can only imagine the sort of sacred wording you put up. I can only imagine the sort of well, I don't even want to dabble. Not like that. It was said, you know what, I'll just get my thanks, and hopefully keep receiving the same sort of protection. Hey, it's not to that's like over in March I was seeing the glasses fall down like this, like a shadow down the net, a shadow of like this, and it was like, holy smokes. There wasn't hands turning it, but there was definitely a shadow there, like slowly following down, or falling down, following down as well. There was also, was it a lucid dream? I don't know, it was a weird one, like send her down, send her up, send her down, send her up. And then I was like, well, let me not be like, I was like, previously in the day, I was like, let me take this trap door. What's this trap door do to you? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm in the daydream. Let me check it out. So I go into the trap door, and entering into it, it's down, right? Entering into it is down. But entering into it was like going and seeing the other side of the wall with the clock that we did. So I was almost like a fence getting over, if that makes sense. Getting over a fence. And then you just need to prop yourself up back and sit on the other side. You have a choice. Do you want to sit on the left side, or do you want to sit on the right side? But when you're doing it quick in the dream, you felt your equilibrium quickly flip on you. Like you felt yourself, because again, like you could be there right now and you could see this right now. Like I was there just now, like explaining this, seeing that, sitting on that ledge where it's just a trap door in shadow, essentially. Like you got a little bit of play. Beneath the trap door is empty space, but you see a trap door. But entering into the trap door, you realize that space isn't the same. It's more like jumping over a gate. But in the plane, being outside, people I guess would see your leg. They wouldn't necessarily. I guess this is you're gonna become an acrobat. You ain't gonna like pop your head out and like, well, here I am, like, you're gonna fool people. Like then they're gonna you're gonna ruin the illusion of what that is for your equilibrium and what it does. That's why, like, when I was saying, like, people are over there messing around in the bedroom, like taking stuff, doing stuff. They're just like, well, let's poke this, let's have fun with that, let's mess around with that in the body now, let's try that in the body then, let's do this in the body next. But like, that's just one way to get out of a dream, but now that way to get out of a dream is sort of like I just deconstructed it for everybody. But so, okay, back to it. You know, you got like one leg to the left, one leg to the right, and I'm here again. Like I could feel this is like I said, like getting out of the water, getting out of the lake, and not having the right proportion to the muscle mass that you have. Potentially, I thought of that today. You know what I'm saying? I thought of that today. Because there was a time I seen a paddleboard. I wouldn't say like was heavier set, but he was the heavier ones. You know, were the heaviest ones I've seen, and you can't say like that's like a one size fits all sport. You know, that'll depend on your balance, your physique, your oneness, your all rounded, how well rounded you are, I guess. Your benchmarks. No. All right. That was a lot. Let me not. All right, but back to the trapdoor. That's right. Because sending down or sending up, like this is what was fun. You know. This is what was fun. Discovering that in the dream, you start to think to yourself, well, that does sort of confuse, like, point blank. Because just like going and seeing behind the clock, you're going to have to think to yourself, well, it was like almost very abstract until I, was there, experimented and then even did it. And that's like even like me, like erring on the side of hypnotism, until like 2 marches ago, I was completely hypnotized. But, that's like erring on the side of caution because, you either believe it or you don't. And then when it happens to you without, well, someone must have been pretty strong. So that is what it is. But okay, we're still in the power hour. We're still getting through it. We still got more to pack in here. So we're on the left or right half, and I had jumped up onto the other side. I could hear almost like if I had walkie-talkies on, like where to go, and I'm like I'm in the mind having dialogue with myself, because that's essentially what it is. But to get into these points of the mind, you have to have self-dialogue. You have to have a conversation where it's like a self-study, a scientific method. What just happened when you went through that trapdoor to the other side? The trapdoor to the other side became a trapdoor to the other side. And so I went in again, and that, like, I started to realize, like, oh, that like an equilibrium thing. I don't mess around like this, but I mean, might as well with scientific discoveries. By messing around like this, I'm talking about like talk about it, but like, it was a self-talk, just this was just yesterday. Because later in the day, that was earlier in the day, there was a person up or down, up or down. I'm like seeing them in the middle like a Mario tube, up or down. Where are they gonna float? And then I'm like thinking, well, technically, I was going down, and then like was up. So it was I did something, but talk about like you're gonna have to know up and down first before you go and choose which way you went, up or down. I need a water. Just a real quick water break. I talk about getting some secondhand smoke, that was another double take. Careful now. So don't want to be careful with what you're brewing. Oh my goodness, yo. And it's so messed up too. I don't want to say it again, but I really was. I was confused. Like, now I know this is like some real stuff. I know from what I've seen, from what I've done. So then it would be like, well, are you actually getting into the consciousness, into the config file? You know, actually tapping into some sort of regression? Like the compartments of the mind I was talking about, like having those segmented out already? Or was it just pure fun? I hate to say it, but it's a sexual urge. I get a fudge. Having a fudge. I can only imagine. Holy smokes. I can't wait till well, maybe. Did you see what the AI cooked up for me? Holy smokes. Are we ready to take a re-review of that? That makes me want to smoke. Like smoke these. Like that was the first time those cycled in. But honestly, it's the craziest thing. Okay, here we go. Those cycling in is like me being on the paddleboard wanting to sit. So what is real addiction? And what is getting actually into the mind? Like where you're actually building. Yikes, you're close. Yikes, you need to get away. Yikes, you're not supposed to be here. No, go now. No, you don't know how that works. I'm feeling it like zap back like that quick. No, you need to step back. More than quarantine. You've been warned many times. When I'm in the mind like a metal detector, you know, the scouring through. Like who the hell would be messing around in my mind right now? And where's my mind pointing to? Go. Not even like go. More than go. No. It's not rebuke. I don't need to rebuke you like a interesting, like, it's more like you've abused. You're bluffing. You're saying, yeah, maybe he's not going to be able to say this stuff. Maybe he is going to be able to say this stuff. I'm fucking laughing because I'm listening, and I'm like, well, what else does he want to say? Like, what else is he gonna be a pirate away? I'm gonna take fun, take more. I talked about energy transfer, right? Jumping right off. Oh, it was working. It was fine, and then all of a sudden, zappity doo. I had to plug it over to the other one. You know, doody doo. And then me, wasn't there something else? Oh, there was the one. This one too. This one wouldn't work as well. And we get home. It's 100% juice. And I've used that one multiple times. Okay. Multiple times. It was probably user error. Okay. Just like the battery and just like the vapes, how I've seen those, you know, go from 20 or whatever percent down to zoop, 0. You know, that's how you time a cycle. Like that's how you really get you get your predictions in, right? Like, well, you want to make something loose, you know, I'll make something looking on you. Now make nothing looping on you. Nothing something Johnson. Johnson 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 but the Johnson 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 Johnny Johnson Johnson I'm just going with what. Okay. It is hilarious when it's not something you can put into language, and it becomes an extremely visual thing. Because that's almost worse than not being able to lucid dream, right? Now that I'm seeing this as a bigger picture, that's getting 2 times the dose. You wouldn't have wanted gone a triple. No, then hey, that's what I was like, and I was. I just kept going for like, it was either 10, 20, 30, 40. I know it wasn't 10, it probably wasn't 20. But them lava coals, it's an interesting play in the mind. It's trickery, and you really get to see like, just like when I was talking about the sun and how that cycles. Now I'm over here cycling on the feet too. You know, watch what you say is this I'm trying to say. It was hilarious. Like, aye, Captain. I forget everything I was saying. You know, role playing with Papa. Yeah, very fun. Very fun. Woohoo! I so like my mind when I get to this point in time, and I'm like, well, since I didn't write anything down, I don't know what else to do, and I also don't know what I've done. I might as well just keep going like this, you know, freestyle with it. Ay, 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 ay. Um, you know what I heard? I heard Elon put a hole into the moon. He dented the moon? What? He put a hole into it? August 5th. Unintentionally crashed into the moon near the Einstein crater. Wow. That's going fast. What were you trying to do? And we had that even, it was an upper stage. Was originally launched January to deliver 2 joint US-Japanese private lunar landers into space. While the lower booster returned to Earth as intended, the higher thrust required left the upper stage, drifting in a high orbit until solar activity and gravitational forces naturally pulled it into the moon. How could that have been prevented? Private lunar landers. How does that even work? What are the rules on that? Are there global laws on hitting the moon? Outer Space Treaty 1967. This foundational treaty, signed by 138 nations, states that the moon must be exclusively for peaceful purposes. It explicitly bans placing nuclear weapons or military bases on the moon. However, it does not address environmental protection or regular space debris. The Liability Convention 1972. This law states that a nation is financially responsible for damage caused by its space objects. Under this framework, the US government is technically responsible for SpaceX hardware. However, liability only applies if the rocket damages someone else's active property, like a functional lunar rover or base. Because the recent Falcon 9 stage hit an empty crater, no laws were broken and no financial damage occurred. The Moon Agreement, 1979. This treaty attempted to outlaw the disruption of the lunar environment. However, it is largely considered a dead treaty because major spacefaring nations, including US, China, and Russia, refusing to sign it, meaning its rules carry no weight for major lunar missions. Wow, what a waste of time to even bring that up, and we're over here in 2026, huh? So that treaty attempted to outlaw the disruption of the lunar environment. But you still have the Outer Space Treaty, huh? That's for peaceful purposes. That was only for yeah, nuclear weapons, military bases. It also said, like, right there too, at the bottom, it does not address environmental protection or regular space debris, which would kind of like be like the whole basis. Right now, regulating deep space junk relies solely on soft law, non-binding guidelines, soft law that nations choose to follow voluntarily. The moon has no equivalent to Earth's environmental protections or UNESCO World Heritage status. Space junk can legally pile up anywhere. I wonder what people have put into a rocket ship and just shot out into space. Thanks. Alrighty. Alright, what's next here? National supervision gaps. An international law mandates that government must supervise their domestic private space companies. However, specific rules on discarding hardware are left up to individual nations. The consensus hurdle. The UN Committee on the Peaceful Uses of Outer Space. Uncopulous? Uncopulous requires unanimous consensus from nearly 100 countries to pass new hard laws. Established space powers and emerging space nations have competing interests, stalling progress. Interesting. Hey, I don't know what she's used for anyways, right? Might as well launch Bing at her next. That was dumb. But yeah, it's ay. I'm over here thinking, I don't know how much longer really. Like, it's about the time it took to get home, or at least back to the beach. You bond it out and then it's you dump it out and then you dump it out and then you restart. You say, "Oh, this is gonna be a new day." Yeah, he does the same thing. No, I don't. That's a big shame of you to assume that. Yeah, he just dumps his whole mind out. No, what you actually are toying around with is actual dementia, and I'll toy around with Alzheimer's, but from the looks of it, dementia might be just a tad bit worse. And if we were going through the trap Dory, maybe, just maybe, I was supposed to have the dementia. But now maybe Alzheimer's just runs in the family for me. And how's that for interesting, huh? I don't know what your family does to ya, but seeing that back like 2 marches ago with the hypnotism, I'm like, stay more than 6 feet away from her. I don't know. Don't want you to go rabbit on me. I don't want to be strafing in my boat too hard in my mind and you be like, oh, he's captaining now. He took my free. This is not fair, everybody. But you like start like, cause you were just like butlering around. But since I don't have to do, I'm now like extra butler super. I did the stunts first. I guess if I'm stunt testing, I'm gonna be double stunt testing then, and if I'm double stunt testing, you'll get the third version of it. Because first stunt testing would be like super stunt testing in the dreams. And that's like standing up on the paddleboard and continuing that act all the way back to the beach. Should I bring the temple bars back? Kingman washing? You know, when it gets to the 4th time, like the 3rd, we passed that already, right? Yeah. Like 4th time, that's like back to the Discord with me. Like, I started doing those things, like, it was rapid fire, quick. But some of them were cringe, just like, you know, the examples. But when it gets into like this, like, oh, I was really down deep. I was giggling to myself pre. Because I know the storm is building. And then like back just this March ago, I was casting storm in the room. And then like me, like how I'm like, well, if you guys are just going to be in the room like playing like, well, this is new, that's going to be next. We see it like the ball game shooting. Bop bop bop. What color? Like we'll just match it up. Bop 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 dot 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 dot. This is waking up my daydream again. I was in my daydream just spinning in a circle and it was yellow. Yellow was being painted. Then I was like, I did watch that one, you know, One Piece. It was that one, like, that girl with the, you know, like the, you know, like the roguelike. Is that what it is? You know, a roguelike. When they were on the island. What island was that? Was that on the giant island where the giants were? Yeah, that wasn't it? Was that? I think so. It was either. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't. So I watched the Netflix one first, and then I watched the animated one. I got further in the animated one because I'm like, well, now I want more, but there's no more. And Netflix, you know, they're putting out a season, but I'm like, you know, looking it up, and it's gonna be a long time. So, you know, that's when I got to watching the animated one. I watched more of that one, but what was I gonna say again? Oh, the paint. Like, you know, I'll spin in yellow around the room. Like, these are my emotions right now. And I don't even know what the yellow did. Should I look that up? Should we spoil it? I don't even know. Let me spoil it. Laughter yellow. Interesting. But it was either lucky, it was either the luck of the draw or just like the subconscious emotion coming through. Yeah, we've yet to get anything from Sir Dan. We did get something. That was the last time we were pickpocketing them. So we're at 62 total seats. Daydreams are fun. But so were actual, like, you know. That was a hard separation. Daydreams and actual dreams. And it's interesting too, when you're in a rage and a fury, and you're not like just calmly, you know, actively just going through your mind like, you know, normally. Now, when you know this space, this is like as you upgrade the mind, I guess, it was what I would be thinking. Because I had done this, you know, realizing back, you know, introspection. I had done this like in a rage, in a fury. Just rapidly, like quickly going through imagination, like vivid images, like boom, 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 like an overlay fast, you know, like extreme downloads. But if you're just like, you know, like not really like viewing them, you're just seeing them, but you're not recognizing them. That's more like visualizing them instead of like reading them. And if you're not, well, if you're visualizing them and not reading them, then you're not listening to them. If you're not listening to them, then you don't have the potential to write it down. And if you don't have the potential to write it down, like this is like kicking my feet, like if you've ever had a pool and you just kick your feet into the pool to just check the temperature, but you know that's like a step down, like that's a balance kick, like that's a balance test. Like if you do that wrong, you're going to be either like onto the you know, the pool surface or into the pool surface. And by what's that, you know, I don't want to say that like the pool, what is it, not a pool, is it a pool deck? I want to say pool deck. Then I'm like thinking like, well, running outside don't run outside the pool. What did mom used to say? Mom's always right. Mom's always been right. Oh my gosh. I might as well, you know. What am I gonna say, you know? Many times where I have to like, I gotta go to that. Mom is right quite often. That's like one of those things. I had talked about that before. Don't want to repeat that one. That's one of those sort of layer things, you know. But keep that at the bottom. You know, that's like the last hope. That's the last cope. Like, that's like, well, if anything, they definitely, probably at least like, got that whiffed past them. Alright, I think I'm out of here, everyone. Alright, bye bye. Ooh, my left ear, it had a little ringy ring. Ring back to you, I guess. Left ear ring.